Welcome to the Totally Insensitive podcast, where we give our real takes on the entertainment industry, politics, pop culture, and more.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Listen, my whole family loves it, man.
They're the first thing I turn on.
Think you can handle it?
Yep, I'm ready.
Well, shut up and sit down, because the show starts right now.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Totally Insensitive podcast on the Insensitive Network. I am your host, Matt. I have a slew of guests this week. With me is Sam the Menace. What's going on, Sam?
Oh, yeah, no, it's pretty good out here in the Weatherlands.
In the Weatherlands?
That's where we're from out here.
Oh, okay. With Sam, way over in the Weatherlands, is Tripp. What's going on, Tripp?
Hello, how you doing?
Oh,
How
sorry.
you doing today?
My apologies. Daddy! Tripp.
Thank you for saying the right name, sir.
And then we have a special guest this week, a Star Wars fanatic, Kylau, or Red.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. You told me to call you that.
Or do you
A
mean
girl?
A girl. Oh boy. Alright, so this episode is going to be extremely spoiler heavy. So if you haven't seen the last Star Wars movie, or the
Blow
trilogy,
your brains out.
or Mandalorian, you should probably just skip this episode. Or go watch the movie, then come listen to this episode.
Yeah,
or don't watch and
And
just listen to
Mandalorian.
us?
Yeah, or don't watch, because we'll probably explain everything in high detail, probably better than the movie can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
We are the movie.
We are the movie.
We are.
So how about Rey falling in love with Palpatine and them having babies? That was
Yeah, that
crazy,
was
right?
weird, right?
What
I
about
didn't
Jar Jar
expect that.
fucking Kylo Ren in the ass?
What about Chewbacca dying?
Oh my god, dude, I can't believe that happened.
What about C-3PO and R2-D2 just jerking each other off?
Dude, that was weird.
Prosthetic robot cock.
Yeah, it was odd. I wasn't ready for that. They got very liberal with this movie. Especially when those two girls kissed. Ugh.
Yeah, that one time.
That
That
did
faint
happen.
4 seconds.
It did happen. Oh, I thought you said it didn't happen.
Not in
Those two-
Australia, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen on Australia?
So,
Nope.
well, some foreign country took it out of the movie.
They made it really
Probably
easy
like China.
so that it could be. Yeah, it was China. They made it really easy to edit out.
Huh.
They did.
Well, yeah, it's an unnecessary scene.
It
Well,
was in
yeah.
the background.
Yeah, and it was in the background.
Walt
I-
Disney would have said, "Hell no, fuck the gays."
I feel like if it was two dudes kissing, everyone would have lost their shit.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
I would have fucking died laughing in the movie theater.
I would have lost my shit.
Obi-Wan and Anakin actually loved each other.
Did they?
You were my brother, Anakin. Your stepbrother.
Alright, so the movie starts and it's a fucking Kylo montage.
Honestly.
Never before have we seen a montage before. And it's on Mustafar.
I like
But Mustafar
that
is
it kind of
from-
jumped between movies.
Yeah, it was kind of wild. It wasn't like right after this one. the
And by
last
like,
one.
I mean I didn't like it.
Oh, you hated it?
Yeah, like, so they tried really hard for it to be like another trilogy, but I feel like there was so much information that they could have easily gotten another movie out of it. Or at
Yeah,
least
it was
spent
like
more
4
time on it.
hours, And they cut it to the 2.5.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
Oh, it was the worst Star Wars ever made.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
If we're ranking all the Star Wars, it's definitely number 9.
really?
Yeah.
See, I liked it a lot more than that. I thought it was like probably like in the top 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me.
What's your 1 through 3?
Um, I don't know. Probably Phantom and Revenge. I'd put Revenge first,
Phantom's a good one.
and then Revenge.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say
then Rise.
352.
352.
Yeah.
You like Attack of the Clones?
I love Attack of the Clones.
That movie's garbage.
I know, I love it.
It's,
Count Dooku.
Count Dooku.
Count Toucan Sam.
Ooh, bang bang.
Could you imagine if Toucan Sam had a
episode
lightsaber?
9.
Sorry. Yeah. No, it was alright. I don't like that
It was too much fan service.
fan service. Yeah.
How is there too much fan service? So maybe that makes toys.
Because everyone just hated 8, so they just tried to make up for that. I don't know.
But there was fan service in 8 too.
I feel like
actually.
9 got more backlash than 8 though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think so.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Last Jedi was totally disagreed that was a terrible movie. Everyone was just like, yep, this one's not Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My dad, who saw like the originals when they all came out in the theaters, he went to see 7 and he goes, "Wait, this is the exact same plot as New Hope." And he was pissed.
Yeah.
Just some giant space cannon that destroys
Supposed to be-
planets.
A space adventure show, essentially, is what it's supposed to feel like. It's like not for adults, it's supposed to be for kids. And it's not like supposed to be rated like it is. Like, I mean, everyone hated the prequels and hated Lucas for the prequels, but now everyone hates the people making the new ones. That's what's so frustrating to me. Is like, no matter what, people are going to hate it because it's not what they remember.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
We're not
point.
kids anymore, so none of them are going to feel like they did when we were kids.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a good point. There were a lot of complaints on like social media and shit that Finn didn't get a lot of like quality role or like quality lines or anything. Like the actor for Finn just kind of got all the Ren lines.
Yeah.
He was just screaming Ren the whole time. And the one thing I really didn't like was he said when he had like something he had to tell her, and he never told her the entire movie. He didn't say a word.
Well,
When they
it
were
was
sinking
about
in
him
the
being
sand.
force sensitive.
About him being force sensitive?
Yeah, that's what JJ said. It was actually about him being force sensitive.
Are they going to elaborate on that in anything, though? Like,
I mean, they sort of elaborated on it in later when he said that he believes in the Force and that he's being guided by it.
yeah.
And he could like feel Leia dying. And he's the other one who uses the lightsaber.
Yeah, but anyone can pick up a lightsaber.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but the Force
not
was with him
shit.
when he had it. He didn't die.
That's true, the Force is with him. I am the Force is with me.
I don't know. I like this trilogy because it looks the most amazing that we've ever gotten.
That's true, yeah.
Boring. It was all exciting. They did a lot of practical effects, which were really cool. I don't know. It was pretty good. And I like the tie-in with Palpatine, even though people are upset about it. I think it makes sense for the Skywalker trilogy to end with the main big bad.
Yeah, I wish they would have went into how he survived more, though. Like, I read stuff after the fact and watched stuff after the fact that isn't part of that main storyline, but of them, like, explaining how he survived and
It was the special goo that made him survive.
the
That was
special
made
goo.
by
It was
the
his followers.
His followers went and got him and brought him to whatever the hell, Sith land.
and they created
Snoke.
Yeah.
Snoke. Snoke the
Which I
Lad.
thought made sense because Snoke never really mattered. Even in Force Awakens, it didn't feel like he mattered.
Yeah, he was a weird kind of,
Mm-hmm.
like, afterthought character, I think.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe not even afterthought. Maybe he was always meant to be the clone thing that he was.
Yeah.
People are arguing that Palpatine was never supposed to be in this trilogy.
He was cloned from Jar Jar Binks.
Plagueis is real,
Yep.
and he still loves Annie.
Palpatine's old master. Oh, Misa happy Annie!
What'd you guys think about the healing factor? That's also
thought
in
it was-
Mandalorian, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I'm glad they kind of, like, did that in Mandalorian first, so people kind of understood that that was a fucking thing. I mean, they've done it in some of the, like, the original trilogy once, really small, but
But like it wasn't, you weren't stabbed through the chest with a lightsaber.
yeah, I mean,
So
Yeah, it didn't like clear the hole in your chest and fill it back with flesh.
right.
Sam, I can do that.
I can fill your holes with flesh.
I can force heal.
You can force flesh in my holes?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll be like,
I'll tie you to a radiator and force my flesh into you.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just like
statutory grape.
I'll just close my eyes and look at you and like start moving my hands a little weird, and then I'll just pull my nose down and fuck you.
It's the force.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's just the force.
Jesus. So, Lauren and I started watching Star Wars from the beginning, like all the episodes and all the movies and all like the side shows like Clone Wars and shit.
Good.
But I've been watching them with the sole thought that Jar Jar Binks is Plagueis. And it is phenomenal, dude. It is entirely changing this whole series for me.
Into the Senate, dude. He's in the Senate. He's in charge.
He starts from just some random dude in the swamps, and then he's like a member of the Senate in like 2 episodes. It's nuts. And all the accidents he causes.
But he could fucking triple jump in the air.
Yeah. Because he's
it's an act.
He's pretending.
Lord. Hashtag where was Jar Jar?
Where was Jar Jar? Where did Jar Jar go?
Jar Jar got fucked and died.
Or did he? Or was he a clone? Yeah.
Were all the clones?
And then or was the original Jar Jar? And then they tried to clone him and it became Snoke. They couldn't clone him right. So they used human DNA.
All right, now I hate Star Wars.
What was your favorite part of the movie, Matt? Favorite part? One part.
I did like when they did actually try and convince you that they killed Chewbacca.
I hated that
when
part.
She was just trying to save him, and then she just... and then it snapped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think he was actually dead?
No.
I did.
But I immediately thought that was...
I was like, damn.
Palpatine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's when you figured out it was Palpatine's.
Yeah. Because he's the only one in all the movies that can do that. So... just made sense.
I said, ooh, shit. In the theater, like right when that happened. I went, ooh, shit. I couldn't control myself.
Do it.
And Ryan was like, what?
Strike me down.
I was like, only Palpatine could do that. He was like, huh? I was like, only fucking Palpatine could do that. The black guy behind me was like, bro, that was what I was just thinking. I was like, oh, okay.
I do like, at the end, when Palpatine was trying to get Rey to kill him, that he said, do it.
Do it.
That made my little Star Wars banner go up.
I don't know, man. This whole trilogy was really good to me. I mean, Last Jedi, but I mean, that's pretty cool. Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker. I liked all the Jedis at the end talking to her through the stars.
That was really interesting because they were Jedi that were talking to her that weren't in any of the movies.
Yeah, they were in Clone Wars. They had Ahsoka, Kanan, and Ezra.
Yeah, which is awesome because and aren't they doing 2 new live action spin-off movies? One's like Qui-Gon,
Kenobi.
Oh, is it Kenobi?
No,
there's another one.
Cassian Andor.
Yep.
Yep. Those will be good.
Which I think is interesting because he's very different, and I really liked Solo, and I think it's going to be a lot more like Solo.
Yeah.
But the person doing Kenobi directed the best episodes of Mandalorian, other than Redemption, the last one, the finale, which was amazing. Can't wait to talk about that.
We gotta save it.
Jojo Rabbit directed that.
Oh, I still gotta fucking watch Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
We're watching that tonight.
That too. You're gonna have to steal it.
I know. I mean, stealing things.
Man,
we don't do that. We bought it on
Amazon.
Not a sponsor.
Sponsored.
Amazon.
Cody.
Prime.
Cody Prime.
Cody Firestick Prime.
KODI.
I've only been to the theater once.
Commander Cody?
I know, I saw you were watching Star Wars with Chinese subtitles.
I watched at work. It's great. It's a good movie.
I do like that Finn found a girlfriend.
I think the spin-off's gonna happen with Lando.
So do I.
Exactly.
So do I.
Old Lando?
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah, old Lando
'Cause he was
and
like, "Where are you from?" And she's like, "I
And
don't
then
know.
they're-
Let's find out."
Oh.
and then they're gonna go fuck.
I don't.
Lando fucks.
Lando
Lando
does
fucks
fuck.
robots.
And Manborgs. His Manborg sidekick. Do you remember him?
From Solo.
No, from what fucking episode?
Empire.
Yeah,
Well, he
the,
had the
the
robot
dude with the like backwards visor.
Oh yeah, that guy's name was Richie.
Richie. Sure.
That's Richie.
Him and Mike. Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes in Star Wars.
What was the name of that little tiny character?
Bubba Frigg.
Bubba Frigg. So who's cuter, him or Baby Yoda?
The child is
The
cuter.
child is much cuter than Bubba Frigg.
Baby Yoda is much cuter.
Who is this baby Yoda
my
you speak
God.
of?
He's Yoda, but he's baby.
No,
He
he's not
baby.
Yoda. He's not Yoda.
He's
Yoda's
child.
I wish he
Yoda's
would
dead
name
already,
it.
right? Yeah, Yoda's dead.
Maybe it's a clone.
Oh, maybe it's a clone.
It's not.
It's
It could
not.
be.
No, the Quill. We can't talk about this yet.
We'll
Quill.
talk about this for.
Quill is a breeder when he was with the Imperials. He was a gene scientist, and he said Yoda doesn't look like, or child doesn't look like it. It's a clone because he's aging so slowly.
Mm.
And if he was a clone, they'd want him to be fully grown, so he'd be like powerful and whatnot.
It's true.
He's not a clone.
But I mean, fully grown for him is like, what, 2 inches taller?
Probably. Maybe just not making
500
baby
years
cues.
older.
Yeah. I think that's going to be... I'm glad that they, before they finished the season, said that there was going to be a second season. So.
I wish it was over. It's a terrible, terrible show.
Anyway, back to episode 9.
Yeah. What was
I
your
don't
favorite part, Tripp?
I really liked the part where fucking Palpatine was like force lightning the whole fucking fleet. I thought that was badass. And then all of a sudden, here comes all the fucking other ships. Or no, that was before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When all the ships come in, yeah, that was really cool too to see all the fucking
Yeah.
ships and shit.
They pulled an
The fucking-
Avengers.
They pulled the there were ships that weren't ever in actual like the 9 movies. There was ships from
Rebels and Clone Wars.
Rebels and Clone Wars.
They had Ghost.
They had some. There was what was that one ship from? It was one of the games. It was a really cool looking ship that was in there.
Ebon Hawk.
I don't know.
I didn't stop and look at
I
all
don't
the
know.
ships.
I just
No one
remember
paid for
looking at the. I just remember seeing the ship and then I remember playing the game.
Good night.
I thought it was really good. I want to watch it again. I also think Last Jedi was good too, but nobody else does.
Yeah, I have a special cut of The Last Jedi that I can watch and say the movie's pretty good. It deletes the Finn and Rose stuff and the Poe and Holdo stuff, though.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean that shit was,
Kylo
was
and
stupid. Yeah. I thought it was really cool how they fucking went back and kind of just said, "Fuck you" to the Last Jedi, and was like, where Luke comes out of the fire ship as it goes.
Sacred weapon.
Yeah, and should be treated with more respect, bitch.
Instead of buried in the fucking sand.
If you talked like that, that'd be... Yeah, exactly. Bury Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber in the sand.
I feel like if it would have switched and, like, Ben lived and Rey died, it would have made a lot more sense for him to bury the lightsaber in the sand. Because he's a Skywalker.
Once he was good, I was like...
She's not a Skywalker.
She's a self-proclaimed Skywalker.
She's a I want to be adopted Skywalker head ass, fake ass. She's a fucking orphan bitch.
She's like if Hitler had a son.
She's just mad that her grandfather
it's not that bad.
Yeah,
is a badass. So wait, does that mean was Rey's dad a fucking Sith too, or is he just a pussy?
Rey's dad was just a normal poop, but
well, how does it skip a generation then?
I don't think it did.
Or he just never had training.
Like wasn't force sensitive.
Palpatine had to go to the fucking store to get some milk and never came back.
Pretty much.
He never learned. Wow. He learned through the prophecies.
I want Star Wars canceled.
You want it canceled?
Cancel Star Wars.
Why?
I don't think this is over though. I think we're still going to see these characters.
Yeah, but I think we're going to see them as like secondary characters now.
None of them want to do anything with Star Wars anymore because of everybody being so mad at them. They're like all done.
Oh yeah, some of them like deleted their Instagram accounts, and I saw that. Rey's actor deleted her Instagram and all this other shit.
Isaac, Daisy Ridley, and Finn have all said, I don't know if that's his name. Whatever that means.
Yeah. Just because
British guy.
People are poopy.
They're all just like, we're not getting Disney Plus. I'm like, ooh.
Oof.
Ooh. You're not going to pay Disney back the money they paid you. Ooh.
Disney also, like, fucks over their actors, so it's not really surprised.
Imagine being in Star Wars and then be like, nah, I ain't doing no more Star Wars. Fuck you.
It must have really sucked then.
I would be like, fuck yeah, I don't give a fuck what people say. I'm definitely going to put me in another Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I'd start mailing poop to people's houses.
Put me in, coach.
I'm in Star Wars.
Put me in, coach. I'll still play. I promise.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't care. I thought it was good. Matt, you're a Debbie Downer. You hated it.
I didn't hate it. It just wasn't what I was expecting.
What did you expect?
I don't know what I was expecting.
I wouldn't even know expectations. So.
I go into every movie with expectations.
We're not supposed to do that. You didn't make the movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of my argument with the Star Wars fans. It's like, you don't get to expect anything. The movies don't make any correlative sense. One, they made the prequels, and it was nothing like the original trilogy.
Right.
They're making these, and they're the most like the original trilogy because it's more action-oriented. And everyone's, like, mad. I don't understand.
You know what the other thing that confused me, though?
What?
Where do they get all the materials to make all those ships?
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
They're old ships.
Why does Obi-Wan and Darth Vader not know how to sword lightsaber fight in A New Hope?
Because he's a different actor.
That doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Why shouldn't they be fucking Jedi and a Sith Lord fighting? They're not that good at fighting for a Jedi and a Sith Lord.
They're both old and damaged and decrepit.
The Vader still is a Lord Vader.
That's true. But he's half cyborg now.
They both suck at fighting.
Well, now he's dead, but...
I don't know. There's a lot of arguments.
I don't know either.
Do
you think Ben's Kyber crystal is actually Darth Vader's, and that's why it's broken?
I'm not sure. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not.
Yeah,
I know he made his own from something historical.
Yeah.
But
'Cause, I
usually
mean,
this have an artificial kyber crystal.
But I mean, he could have. I don't know.
For sure. I mean, it makes sense if he did. That'd be dope. I really liked the fact that he came back and it wasn't a bad guy in the end. Like, he redeemed himself. That was awesome.
Finally.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for a long time, like the last two movies, I was wholeheartedly convinced that he was going to turn her. But I'm glad that it was the other way around.
That's what I wanted to happen.
It would have been so different. It would have been awesome.
I wanted the fucking bad guys to win, and that like set up for like another trilogy or something, like where the fucking Sith has taken over and it is fucked. And I mean, I was gonna say a rebellion starts, but that just sounds like all the other movies. And fuck. But I thought it was really fucking hilarious when fucking Palpatine yeets him out the fucking hole. I was like, oh my god, another fucking Star Wars character falling in a fucking hole. I was like, oh, here we go. What is that? 6?
That's how you get rid of characters in this universe. You just toss them in a hole.
Well, Palpatine fell in a hole. Mace Windu fell out of a window.
Yeah, but Mace Windu got yeeted out a window.
Yeah, okay, yeah, true. So that doesn't count. So Ben got thrown out of a hole. Darth Maul went through a hole. Luke kind of fell out of a hole, but then caught himself.
With one hand.
Darth Maul did too. Yeah.
Well, Darth Maul didn't fall into a hole. He got sliced in half and then fell into the hole.
He still fell in a hole, and then somehow he
didn't die in the hole, though.
He grabbed onto an open vent or something with half a body, then became a spider.
Oh, okay.
What's true?
Jeez.
And then he got new legs. Got his sea legs back. His mom got fucked.
Anakin.
Yeah. Yeah, Anakin.
True.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess anything's really possible in this universe.
You think his dick got burned off?
His dick definitely got burned off.
Yeah.
Sam?
He was sitting in the lava, dude.
Yeah. His poor peen.
Do you think they gave him like a robot dick?
No.
No?
Oh, man. How's he piss?
He doesn't. That's why he's a bad guy.
Oh, that's right. Well, I guess he's a machine.
Not a Casimir.
Yeah, that's why he's angry.
Oh, he can't
I have to sit
shit
to pee.
anymore.
God damn it.
He can't shit anymore either, so I guess, his butthole has to be burned off.
Just fuse shut.
Oh, God.
How bad that would feel? Just the
Feel
pressure. You just always feel like you have to poop, but you'd never be able to poop.
I mean, he can open it back up. I'm sure there's science.
He just sticks a lightsaber up there. I would never wish that upon my worst enemy. Having to poop, but never being able to poop.
I would absolutely wish on somebody.
Yeah, that's easy to wish on your worst enemy.
Like,
I hope you could never poop, worst enemy. Fuck you. Says worst enemy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. It was really fun.
One of my favorites.
I fucking said yeet and saw it before Sam because he did the same thing to me.
What?
Saw a fucking movie before me, and even though we were going the next day.
Yeah, I've seen it more.
What a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, Sam did the same thing to me with Endgame. That was a tier, if you didn't
I like
know
to
that.
go to premieres.
One of the guys I work with, his wife had the day off and he didn't, and his wife said, "Hey, I'm gonna go see Star Wars," and he said, "If you go see Star Wars, I'm divorcing you." And she went and saw Star Wars.
That's some shit I would do.
So then he went around the
Still
office for
together.
2 days asking everybody if that was grounds for divorce, and we all said yes.
So now he's in the middle of a divorce. He's fighting for custody of his children.
Yep.
He's starting to do heroin.
Yep.
Your Honor, she went to fucking see Star Wars without me.
I was talking to him about
throw her in the brig.
throw her in the brig. Just yeet her down a hole.
Yeah, bang bang. Would it be funny if she fucking spoiled everything to him?
She did. She spoiled the ending for him, and he's now he refuses to go see it just so he can like hold it over her head for the rest of her life. But she ruined the movie for him.
She would have got dicked.
I would have gone to jail or something. That would have been so bad. Yeah, and at the end, oh my god! If someone just like was fucking with me like that,
yeah, I'd
oh
lose
my
my shit.
god! I think I'd like park in the garage and leave the car on, and I'd leave a note saying, "You fucking did this.
You did this. This is on you." Oh god! I think it would be cool if they did one more like Skywalker movie with
should.
With the period where Luke and Leia are like training and they're still kind of young, and like that beginning part, not kissing, like that beginning part that they kind of skip over before the 7th movie where like Luke was training Ben and they kind of show glimpses of it, and I think that would have been nice.
Yeah, I wonder if Carrie Fisher will agree.
Well, they just use a different actor. They CGI'd her face and use the same like 8 lines from the other movie.
For a whole movie,
you know how awesome that would be?
A bunch of shit. It wouldn't be awesome at all.
They should bring Carrie Fisher back to life. They should clone her.
They froze her fucking head.
Like fucking Walt Disney.
R.I.P.
I think it'd be really cool if the next Star Wars movie was an X-rated film.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool?
No,
just
like,
a space Deadpool?
Like Brazzers.
Oh god.
Oh. I think they have those. You could just look that up on Pornhub.
I want Disney to make one.
Oh god.
There probably is one. It's probably animated.
Disney animation.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks. This big
Padme Amidala.
Oh my god.
Jeez. All right. So that was pretty good breaking that down. So we're gonna take a break and then we'll talk about some Baby Yoda stuff. Tripp's gonna go, but Georgie will be here.
Yoda, baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm. Baby Yoda, who's what did we say? 60% penis.
Yeah, he packs. He's packing schmeat.
He's a tripod.
Baby Yoda fucks.
Baby Yoda definitely fucks.
Big ass dick.
I mean, he's like 50, so technically speaking,
oh, he fucks.
He
what
could
if
fuck.
Baby Yoda had a baby Yoda?
How do you think he knew to choke the shock trooper?
He knew she liked it.
Exactly. That's why she was so alarmed. She's like, that baby wants to fuck me?
Oh god. I think I want to fuck that baby.
He just puts his 3 fingers just deep inside her butt.
Does the wavy magic hand thing.
Yeah. He just fucks up her intestines.
wave your magic hand, baby.
Jesus. All right. We'll be back.
Goodbye, guys.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to take a second to talk about the Bare Naked Truth podcast, our featured podcast of the month. This is a group of dudes, 3 dudes, not 4 dudes. I said 4 last time. That was balls incorrect. 3 dudes. We got T.O., Premise, and Maze. They all got a slew of nicknames. T.O. goes by Mr. Stir the Pot. Premise goes by Ya Favorite Cousin. And Maze goes by Uncle Daddy. And I sound like the whitest motherfucker ever reading these things. Anyways, yeah, Uncle Daddy. Daddy with an I and an E. And Uncle with a K. It's different.
It is.
So anyways, their first episode's titled T.O.'s Black Card, in which Maze and Premise ridicule T.O. for things that they should have done or experienced as a black man. It's a pretty good episode. I would definitely go check it out. So right now, the group, they have a Facebook page and a YouTube, and they're looking to get into audio. And we actually might be helping them with that. We'll see. But you can go over to facebook.com/BNT podcast to take a listen to them. And their podcast is pretty similar to what we do. So we just, they're a bunch of dudes talking about their lives and talking about things that happen. And they really take pride on not being politically correct because they feel that nothing should be sugar-coated. So definitely go check them out. Go check out the website. And we're also taking applications for 2 podcast hosts for the network to produce shows for. We're producing 2 more shows over the course of the next couple months. I think we're going to choose an applicant, or 2 applicants, I should say, by the end of the month. So head over to the website, check that out. And thanks for coming. Let's get back to the cast. Welcome back, guys. We just took a quick break. Tripp dipped, and now Georgie Porgy is here. How's it going, George?
Going good, Matt. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Mandalorian. So I think everybody has some strong thoughts and opinions on the show. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I object.
You object? What do you object to?
I plead guilty.
Dave Filoni should have directed all of it.
Yeah. Maybe.
No, I don't believe that.
I
Some
don't
of
know.
the best episodes were directed by people I never heard of.
Yeah, that was I thought he had kind of the weaker one.
Yeah, wasn't his episode like episode 2? Or I know he did the pilot, which was good.
I think he did Gunslinger.
That was the 3rd one, right? Where they escaped the guild.
No, I think he did 5 where he meets the random like Han Solo-ish guy and he goes to, like Tatooine with, and then like bitches him.
I don't know about any of the things you're talking about, so I just watched the show.
Yeah, I didn't really watch it. I just lied to you guys the whole time about watching it.
Oh, well, spoilers. Sorry.
I didn't watch it.
You're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Child. Who is the child?
Baby
what is
Yoda?
the child? Yeah, it's not Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda?
We
Yoda-
discussed whether or not he was a clone. Quill said that he doesn't seem to be a clone.
But he
Quill
could
worked
be
in
a
the genetic
clone.
labs for the Imperials.
I think they might have been trying to clone him. He's not a clone. But might
Right,
have been trying to
I
clone
think that's what they were probably attempting to do.
him. Yeah, like on the 2nd or 3rd episode.
Yeah.
Just like Disney's cloning him for the toys.
It's just real life clones.
But it's yeah, you gotta wait for your merchandise, basically.
That's a good
Drink
point.
some bone soup. That was adorable, right? They were fighting, and he was just sitting there sipping on his little bowl of soup.
Sipping his, metaphorical, sipping on his tea.
He drank bone soup, and
He
he
healed the guy.
what else did he do? He
He's almost
choked.
as strong as Ray.
He may even be stronger than Ray.
Yeah.
At least when we're talking about the Force.
I mean, he's 50 years old. Come on.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
doing it for a
He's
while.
not 50. Yeah. Insert baby coup here.
What if he has like the mind of a 50-year-old, but he's trapped in a toddler's body?
That's what I kind of think's going on. Like, he's not actually a baby. He's just like can't do anything. Yeah,
Right.
I still think he's like mentally young.
I hope so. That would be really weird if this whole time he was like Peter Dinklage, essentially.
Oh my god.
His inner thoughts
He's
were all
just a
just like
dwarf.
British man voice. Mendo took me and gave me my silver ball back.
That ruined it for me, actually.
I really wish they wouldn't have like shown his face though. Like, even though we all know what he looks like because we know what other things he's from.
you just Google it. But yeah.
But like,
Though,
In the movie, you can see
like even if they'd had that scene where like, oh, the robot had to take his helmet off and blah 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 blah, they should have like cut away.
or did it from the back, or just showed his like hair from the back.
Yeah,
do you
Or is
care
that even
about
too
the
much?
Mandalorian less now that he showed his
yeah.
face?
He's not a Mandalorian now. He's just some dude in a mask.
Well, he
Dude,
didn't
no.
show it to anyone.
He didn't show it to
so-
anybody living.
I guess
Exactly.
he showed it to me.
Not
I'm
I
living,
guess.
kind of.
There's
Not,
no-
you don't exist to him.
I'm not canon.
He doesn't see the camera over there.
Jeez.
He doesn't know it's being distributed.
So what was y'all's favorite episodes, 1 through 8? Because there's only one episode I can think of that I was kind of bored through. It was the one where he was saving the people in the village when he was hiding from the guild.
That one was okay.
It was okay.
I like seeing
With
the ATST.
The ATST, yeah.
That was cool, but like it wasn't that great of an episode. It was more just like cute Yoda stuff, and
I liked the Bill
Right.
Burr one, just
That was
because
such
he
a-
didn't kill anybody.
such a good episode.
It was
Yeah.
fantastic. Bill Burr's character is just too silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should do his own spin-off.
Yeah. I just like his little bag arm gun thing. That just
That was cool.
It was interesting.
Yeah. Hadn't seen that before. I like that stuff.
I wonder how he controlled it. Like with his mind?
Probably has like a
Or is it a robot?
Chip in his brain.
yeah, he's got a chip connected to his brain that controls it. Either it's a droid in itself and it controls itself just to protect him.
Yeah, that was probably like the most like badass.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs was the Maulian, the guy that looked like Maul. That
I forget what they are.
Say Dorthrakian, what did you say?
the Barakian, so
The
I was
big
like,
dude.
that's-
yeah, the big guy that got cut in half, I guess, or squished, but ended up in the jail cell still.
Yeah, he didn't get killed, I guess.
The door was like shut on his ass though, so I don't.
2 doors shut on him.
Yeah, the first one, and then he was like, "Oh, I got this one," and then there was also side doors inside of
Yep.
the down doors.
That squished his cheeks.
There were horizontal and vertical doors.
He has Buns of Steel. He is Steel Boy.
The Twi'lek brother and sister. That was interesting.
That was odd
That was-
to me.
That
I thought they were gonna
served any
fuck.
point.
Watching too much porn up there.
Played the fifth.
Step brother.
Jesus.
Oh,
I
this
just
is
got a boner.
Hey, brother.
Poke. No, it was good, and I'm glad that they announced that they were gonna do that there's gonna be another season.
Oh, they're doing more?
Yeah.
I know enough people.
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
I think like soon after they released episode 8, they were like, yeah, we're gonna release another one in fall
I was
2020.
just fucking
Yeah.
with y'all.
Yeah, I was like,
Whatever,
That's why I
Sam.
started laughing. That's why I started laughing. I was like,
But I
"This is-
also was reading an article talking about how the Mandalorian cost Disney about $2 million.
I thought it was like $20 million an episode to make.
Yeah, pretty much. But they made most of that back, and they only lost out on about $2 million because people got like free trials for Disney Plus,
Yeah, and they were
binged
counting
watch
them.
all 9, and then canceled.
Is it 8 or 9?
Let's see.
Is it 8?
Hey,
You lied.
I can't count, but you know what I mean. They binge watched all episodes, and then they just canceled their free trial.
not even the free trials, but how many people are going to cancel their accounts now?
I keep thinking about canceling the account, honestly.
Yeah,
But I want to
there's
watch
no
all the
real,
Star Wars
like-
episodes.
There's no real like new series coming out now for it for a while.
Yeah.
They gotta
Cancel your
streamline
Disney
that.
Plus subscription, guys.
They're going to need more shows. Like, if they really want to keep people.
They need to spit them out faster.
Pop out.
Yeah.
Just,
Like that
we're getting
Obi-Wan
all
will
these good
probably
old
be in the
shows.
spring.
Well, Loki doesn't come out to 20.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what
Cancel.
happens with that.
That's a little.
What if? Got Kenobi coming probably in like a year and a half.
Yeah, but that's
Better-
all, like, down the road. We still have, like, 8 months before those shows start coming out.
So start watching the old ones. Watch
Oh, I mean-
watch fucking Hannah Montana, man. Come on.
Fuck that.
Says
That's
the
so Raven.
alive.
I'll just go back to Netflix when they start putting Nickelodeon shit on there, and I'll watch Cat Dog for the next 6 months.
I definitely like The Mandalorian better than episode 2 and episode 8.
Episode
original
8
trilogy-
of the movies, not episode 8 of the show.
The show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attack
But
of the Clones.
I liked Mandalorian more than the original trilogy, personally. Like, just all around entertainment and different stories that are more cohesive. I liked it a lot more.
Yeah, it was done really, really well.
It's just not a complete story yet.
No.
So,
Whereas the original trilogy could stand as a own story.
Yeah, once it was over.
so here's something that got brought up yesterday. Lauren and I were watching the series Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And we were watching the Mandalorian episode, and there's a dark blade in that episode that one of the Mandalorians has. He broke into the Jedi Temple, he stole the blade, blah, 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 blah. So there's also one... Right. There's also one in Mandalorian.
At the end of episode 8.
Mm-hmm. It's
Right.
the same one.
It's the same one.
How is it the same
There's
one?
only one.
It's the same one. It's just been passed down. It
You have
Darth
to
Maul
kill
ended up
the
with it.
original owner to take over the Dark Blade.
Have you guys finished Clone Wars? Because
No.
once you finish Clone Wars and watch Rebels, you'll see how it got there. Kind of, you'll
I
understand
know
more.
Darth Maul has it for some part.
Yes, and that's a really good part too.
But they look different.
Yeah,
It's a
one's a
cartoon.
Cartoon.
But they're not the same length.
But the Dark Blade
Cartoon.
is shorter than a lightsaber.
Your eyes are playing tricks on you, Matt.
I don't like it.
I just think you're thinking too hard about the Star Wars.
I am.
Did you like my meme the other day? Star. It was just one star.
It was just one star. It was gold. I laughed at that at work for like 5 minutes. In my head, I was just
I
like,
looked at it for a second. I was like, "What's funny about this?" And then I saw the star, and I was like,
Star.
The guy Gus from Breaking Bad, he played an awesome Moff. That was great. Like, I'm excited to see more of those fights, especially the TIE fighter sequence at the end in the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
That was so cool. That's something I don't think we've seen yet in Star Wars. A guy holding on to a TIE fighter while it's flying through the air.
No. Not a TIE fighter.
Maybe on Clone Wars or in the cartoons for sure, something like that, but not on anything live action.
Yeah, not in any live action shit. It was awesome, though. Could have ended very poorly for him.
And he was fine. They usually are fine once they wreck. At least the mains.
I just thought it was interesting that he immediately put the jetpack on and knew how to use it.
Yeah, and they just explained to him that he wouldn't know how to use it, and it wouldn't function.
That he'd have to train to use it, like, yeah.
And he said eat.
And then he just straps the fucker on and
I guess because he's
fucks
Pedro
bitches.
Pascal.
No.
It's because he took his helmet off.
He knows the
Because they're
Force. He's Force sensitive.
They just wanted to make him seem like a...
Well, he could totally be Force sensitive. He's not like purely Mandalorian. He
That's
was a
true, yeah.
foundling, so-
He could be. And even some of the Mandalorians were Force sensitive.
Exactly.
The possibility of Ben.
Baby Yoda's a foundling.
Technically now, Baby Yoda is a foundling, so he is
That is-
technically now a Mandalorian.
He's going to be turned into a
Pictures.
Mandalorian.
With
Maybe Yoda.
Sent you that.
Or
Mandalorian armor with his little ears sticking out.
Yep, exactly what I was thinking. And he has the dark saber.
That would kind of be dope.
That'd be sick as fuck.
He would be the coolest
Slice.
mini Mandalorian on the planet.
Be awesome if he has like a low voice in the future, like season 10 is just Baby Yoda, the Mando's died, and now he's just a Mandalorian running around doing the shit Mando was doing, but he has like this really deep voice, but still really tiny, some scars on his face, maybe a ear's been half cut off or something.
He's voiced by
Just
Morgan
horrible
Freeman.
Yoda. Talking about South Park burritos.
Do you think he will have like the Yoda speech?
I don't know. That'll be interesting. If he does, that means it's just like part of
way
their
they speak.
breed. If he doesn't, that means Yoda has like a brain tumor. Either way, it's awesome.
Are there
Yoda had a stroke.
different, like the Grandmaster race of the species?
No, we don't know anything about the species, except they have a ridiculous amount of metachlorians in their blood.
And they're enemies of Mandalorians for some reason.
Really?
Yeah,
That's what they said at the end of the episode. Man,
No. I don't pay attention.
what are you watching?
I don't know. I half watch. I have to watch things like 4 times.
I just look at the pictures.
Ooh, boom, boom. That's why I like Michael Bay films so much, because it's 90% explosions,
Shiny lights.
5% talking.
Transformers 3 was the best movie I've seen.
I don't know.
That was sarcasm, right?
He really meant
Fan
Transformers
of the
1.
Transformers 3.
He meant the original.
I'm a big fan of Shia the Beef.
I like my favorite movie in the Transformers saga is
Transformers
Disturbia.
Saga.
The Transformers Trilogy.
I'm more of a holes type of guy.
That was like the prequels for Disturbia.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Saga, the Shia LaBeouf.
The Shaga.
The Saga.
Mandalorian. It's great.
What a classic.
Favorite side character?
Favorite side character?
Probably the droid at the end there. Droid or Quill?
Nick Nolte.
Nick Quill.
Yeah.
I have spoken.
I have spoken. I'm gonna go with Quill.
The pterodactyls were nutty. The stormtroopers that punched Baby Yoda in
With the blurgs.
Okay, can we talk about that scene though? Because that scene was fantastic.
Dude, they were hilarious.
Fantastic dialogue.
Why do you punch
But they were
something
punching our
like
boy.
that?
Because it bit him.
I know, but it wasn't even like a real punch. It was like,
Well, because it was also a bag of fluff.
Yeah, he just knocked that little fucker in the head.
Stop punching me.
That was a good little bop.
But like,
Wow.
just the conversation between the two of them was fantastic. And if we don't see more shit like that, I mean, that's true, yeah.
I mean, when we were watching it, you're like, honestly, if I don't mind the whole episode if it was like this.
Yeah, if the whole episode was just the stormtroopers shooting the shit, because that's what the first 10 minutes, that's what it was, and it was like, oh my god, is this gonna be that whole season finale?
Then the stormtroopers with Baby Yoda, and then they turn around at the end and like Baby Yoda and save him. That would have been interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was quality. It was good.
I like the way because the guy who directed that episode with that was the only guy who could have pulled that off, and that's the guy who made Thor Ragnarok. He did What We Do in the Shadows.
He did the motion cap and all that for the robot
For the
too.
assassination droid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so creative. Like, he made that episode such a different Star Wars experience than we've like seen before, and that's what's exciting about it. They should give him his own movie.
He should get his own stormtrooper movie.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, just the stormtroopers shooting the shit.
Yeah, well, like, honestly, think about it. Like, all of these movies are about, like, main plot characters, and they introduce, like, small stormtrooper shit. Like, if you go back to the animated series, like, they talk, you know, you have Rex and the original clone troopers. And then,
Commander Cody.
Yep, Commander Cody. Like, if they did episodes with just, like, stormtroopers or clone troopers as, like, the story plot,
Yeah, everything
in some
from their
way.
point of view.
Yeah. Even if it like
Now
was
there's
part of the
something.
main storyline and it was just like behind the scenes what the fuck those guys are doing.
Yeah,
I
like
think it
what
was-
happened to the stormtroopers in A New Hope.
Right.
While Leia and Han were exploring the ship, what was going through those stormtroopers' heads and how they were reacting to it.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe.
Or like
It's-
Order 66
Just
and that whole thing.
yeah, but
Just
those are
need
the
to do,
clone
like,
troopers.
stormtrooper
Those are the
shorts.
clone troopers.
Yeah, but I mean it would still I think maybe clone troopers would be a little less interesting because it's the same person.
Yeah.
But stormtroopers would definitely be
I like
Bomb.
Rex and
Take all
Cody.
this shit.
Rex and
like,
Cody are good. I think
supreme
some
leaders.
backstories with them would be cool. But what do I know? I'm just someone that pays for it. So,
You just look at pictures.
yeah.
on the screen.
that move, and then sometimes there's explosions. More explosions.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
If I wanted that, I would watch Transformers.
Okay, go watch Transformers then.
I don't want to.
Right, because it's not in space.
Come
Do you
on.
think Baby Yoda gets lightsaber? Or blaster?
I
think neither for a while.
I don't think he needs them right now.
He has the
He
magic
needs
wave
tiny
hands.
ears.
He's got 3 fingers that can do more than I can.
Oh.
Like the Force, with the Force. I can't do the Force with 3 fingers. I need all 10.
Can you do the Force?
Your force.
I did a Force once.
Quiet.
Context.
Well, that's awesome, guys. I don't know if there's anything else about the show you wanted to talk about. I touched on the things I wanted to touch on.
Bring Bill Burr back.
I thought it was gonna be bad, and I kept telling him over and over again, "No, dude, it's good. Give it a chance."
I think you're lying.
And George finally was disinterested, but he still says it's not his favorite stuff you've seen.
Wow.
That's a lie.
He actually got rid of his Disney Plus subscription right after.
That's fair.
That would be fair. That would show how strong my love is for it. These are all lies, Sam.
George didn't enjoy it at all. I tried to get him to.
Wow, George. Wow.
He liked it, but...
Yeah, actually, I'm just kind of done with Star Wars.
Yeah, he's a Star Wars shill.
I want to. They need to reboot Indiana Jones. Actually, that's what I'm waiting for.
How would they do that though? Han Solo's dead.
They don't need Harrison Ford.
Wait, we use Shia LaBeouf. Remember
Shia LaBeouf?
Make him Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Oh my
Star Wars
God.
is trash, and Indiana Jones is in. That'd be my 2 cents.
So less exciting than Star Wars.
You don't want to watch Shia LaBeouf chase after something in the woods?
Some Nazi with a
right.
artifact.
Some sort of...
In the year 2045?
Yep.
Million ants.
Million ants. All right, guys. Well, thanks for being on. This was awesome.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
All right, we'll
Indiana
talk.
Jones.
We'll talk next time, folks. Bye.
Bye.